let's start off with this question: how do results happen? And you probably don't spend a lot of time thinking about this, but you certainly spend a lot of time looking at your results. You're programmed to look at the results. 99% of society are programmed to look at their current results. You're programmed to look at the bank account, you're programmed to look at the circumstances, you're programmed to look at everything outside of you. But we create our results by what's going on inside of us. So let's think a little bit about how results happen and what kind of results you've been getting. So I want you to take a closer look at your results. Perhaps think about your sales figure for the last year. What did you sell in terms of sales volume? Think about maybe your health and fitness. Are you at your ideal weight? Are you as fit as you want to be? What sort of results have you been getting in terms of the physical fitness? People always like to think about that. Perhaps think about how much money you're earning. Think about the revenue, your total revenue of your company or business, what you've been turning over. Think about how you spend your days, what you do from the moment that you wake up in the morning to the moment that you go to bed at night. Start to think about how satisfied or unsatisfied you are with that. And I hope that you were brave enough to leave your ego at the door when you came in today, and you'll have the courage to look at yourself squarely and answer these questions, because from that place you have the opportunity to have an enormous breakthrough. The only reason why we wouldn't do that is because of the paradigm. The paradigm is the biggest problem in your life, but it is also the biggest possibility when we learn to change it. If we start to think about how much money you're earning, your overall sales revenue, how productive you are at work or at home, how fit and healthy you are, what do you think produces that result? It's the paradigm. And we're going to start with this because we've got to understand that this is at play if we want to have any chance of making a decision to overcome it. So what is a paradigm? A paradigm is a multitude of habits or ideas that condition you to operate in a certain way, and they're programmed in your subconscious mind. A paradigm expresses itself automatically. You don't have to try. If you live with somebody, you'll know that they're creatures of habit. The time they wake up in the morning, whether they get out of bed straight away, whether you get out of bed straight away, whether you're productive as soon as you get going in the morning. If you live with somebody, you don't screw around with their morning routine. People don't like their habits messed up. We don't like anything that's new or different. It's not that we don't have a desire for change or increase, that you don't want to dominate 2023. It's just right now your paradigms have you in a prison of your own making. And so until we learn to change the paradigm, it's impossible. Despite how hard you work, how diligent you are, the results can't change. So there are two things you must know if you want to transform your result. You must know where you are and where you want to go. That's very logical. We set goals around that. We build business plans around that. We execute strategies around that. It's very simple and very obvious. So why are so many people still feeling stuck? Why are so many people getting the same or similar results year on, year out? Why are people continuing to attract the same or similar relationships or clients or business outcomes when there is infinite available to us? Why is that the case? Why is it? Is it that we just don't have a great goal? That's what I thought for a long time. I thought maybe just my goals weren't that good, or I just needed to be more focused. But relative to what we're capable of, we're still operating at a very small level compared to what is possible. So why is that? If it was as simple as knowing where you are and where you want to go and setting a goal, more people would be achieving their goals more often. More people would be living how they really want to live. The reason why they don't is because of the paradigm. And the paradigm is where you're at now. The paradigm is in your current result. It's in the current company results. It's the status quo. It's what you're used to achieving. Have a look. Let's go back. A paradigm is a mental program that has almost exclusive control over our habitual behavior, and almost all of our behavior is habitual. If you've ever known a salesperson that'll go out and they're used to selling $50 or $100 or $1 million a month in revenue or whatever product or service they're selling. They have a bad month, the next month they're going to pop straight back up to that level. That's where their self-image is programmed. That's where their sales paradigm is programmed. They have a really big couple of months and they'll course correct back to wherever the paradigm is programmed. And people live like this their whole life. So we've got to understand that if the paradigm stays in control, you're disqualifying yourself from anything better than what you've already got. Imagine today being as good as it's ever going to get for you. And if we let the paradigm stay in control, That's what we're trading our life for today. But if you learn to change the paradigm, if you learn to build a new model that makes the old model obsolete, and I'm not saying that the current model is bad, you might be getting great results. I'm getting great results, but I'm still upgrading my paradigms. Craig's getting phenomenal results and he's still upgrading the paradigm. Matt's getting phenomenal results in his company and he's in the room with his whole company ready to upgrade the paradigm. So just because we're running along well doesn't mean that we shouldn't be aware of this and doing this work. Personal development, personal growth, professional development isn't just for people who aren't doing so great. The real winners, the leaders who are dominating their industries, the leaders who are innovating, who are true entrepreneurs, are doing this when they're already doing well. And that's why you're in the room today, because you're doing great, but you want to do better. You want to go to the next level. You want to take your companies, your families, they deserve it just as much as you do, to have that next best version of you. You owe it to them. You owe it to your partners, to your children, to your staff, to your family to upgrade your paradigms. Because when you upgrade you, you upgrade everything around you.